This camper may look small on the outside, but it has a surprising amount of space and obviously just top tier quality. Let's go take a look. Welcome back to another video, y'all. If you're new here, my name is Myles with Firmly Unbound, and we are here at Airstream of Austin today, taking a look at this Airstream Bambi. This is a 20 FB, and this is the third largest Airstream Bambi in the lineup. Sorry, I was trying to think, and basically there's 4 different Bambi trailers that they make, or 4 different floor plans, and the 20 FB is the third largest, so really great amount of space in here, and I just love what they did with the floor plan layout. You'll be able to see the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen real quick before we step inside, and then also before we go through that, just want to read some of these off. The length on this is only 20 feet, 7 inches long. Exterior width is 8 feet. You have an interior width of 7 feet, 7 inches, and then the exterior height with the AC, 9 feet, 3 inches. Your interior height with the AC is 6'4" on the inside, and then gross vehicle weight rating on this is 5,000 pounds, so that's fully loaded with a 1,100 pound cargo carrying capacity, 23 gallon freshwater, 30 gallon gray water, and 18 gallon black water tanks. So those are some of the specs there. Now, before we go inside and take a look, I want to let you know again, I'm at Airstream of Austin here. There are literally dozens and dozens of Airstreams here on their property. You've probably already seen some of my Airstream videos out here. So if you are interested in this RV, there's a link down below in the description and comments of this video where you can see all of the available inventory, not only at this store here in Austin, Texas, but also across the United States for any company that is under the Blue Compass umbrella, which this Airstream of Austin location is. So go click that link down below, as there are a lot of different stores out there that you can take a look at, and other brands besides just this Airstream. Now, with this Bambi, it is a single axle travel trailer, and before we go inside, the last thing you need to know is just with Airstream, you are getting a supreme quality build on this travel trailer. As you can see, obviously, the entire exterior is all aluminum, and then it is this riveted aluminum here, so really, really good quality on that. It's basically built like an airplane on wheels. And I was talking to some of the people here, and they were even talking about how crazy it is, where they have customers that come in with Airstreams that are literally 20, 30, 40 years old, just looking to get service work done, and they are still in just great condition. So really good quality, a lot of longevity. And then this here is a very easy to tow trailer, fully loaded, only 5,000 pounds. So definitely capable of being towed by just about any half-ton truck. And let's go inside and take a look, because I love this floor plan layout, and I think you will too. See, nice metal latch on your door when you walk inside. You also have, looks like this is an aluminum screen on here and latch there to detach that. And then as we step inside, nice little floor mat when we walk in. And I love right away, you actually have a designated spot for the shoes. I've been needing that. And it's a nice little pull-out tray. So you can see, you can put your shoes on this tray. You can literally call it a boot tray. You can see you got kind of the separated out spots for some boots and whatnot. Slide your shoes back in there, and that is what I'm going to do. So as we go through this floor plan layout, you can see you have the bed up front. And now I want to get a measurement on this, but before I do, I also want to tell you about their interior colors, because they do have 2 different interior color schemes here. And let me see if I can get this one loaded on what the interior is. Okay, this is the Dune interior decor. So the Dune is giving you basically like a sand color sofa cushion here, and then a little bit of a cream color bedding. And they do such a good job naming their interior colors and what they're inspired after. It definitely does feel like, you know, you're kind of in the sand. You can see it here with this Dune decor. But if this is not your taste, they also have, if I can, oh, there we go, the ocean decor. So you can see with the ocean decor, you get a change in the sofa color to a kind of like a navy blue. And then if you look at the bedding actually is a little bit more of a gray than a cream. So they have those 2 different interior color options on these Bambis. This one again in the Dune interior color. And then this bed here, the bed is up front. Look at the window you have up front, y'all. This is just beautiful. Imagine waking up in the morning and just being able to look out a window like that. This front window does also open up. So you have these mechanisms here to open the window. Latches right there to release it, and then these here, it has 3 different locking positions. Open up those windows, opens up very wide. You have a privacy curtain here. One comes from this side and one comes from this side, so you can have your privacy. And then look at the way they do these drawers up top. Definitely non-traditional style, and they have a pillow packed in here. You can see you have the pillow there, so another additional sleeping pillow. No wonder it was so tough to close. They really scrunched that thing up in there. Let me get it back up in. There we go. So all of your drawers will have, or at least a good number of them will have that kind of style door on them, which is very interesting. That's giving you 8 pillows in total. So definitely plenty of pillows out there for you. If you need that kind of aesthetic on your bed, you got it. Now the bed is pretty interesting. It's not a traditional size bed. As you can see, it's kind of curved back into that corner. It has these little headrest areas on both sides. These are kind of hard behind there, but they do have a leather topping that is padded so it doesn't feel hard. You can see aluminum walls and roof construction on these Airstreams. Just, I mean, top tier quality. You're not dealing with cheap components and parts in an Airstream like this. And let's get the measure tool out on my phone and measure the size of this bed here. If you didn't know, you can actually use the iPhone to measure different things. So from that spot right there, and obviously this is going to be a little rough, but right there, it's about 6'5" in total length. Hopefully you can see that on the screen there. 6'5", that's pretty good. It did feel like that actually when I laid in it. So I would say if you're under 6'5", you'll fit comfortably on that. And then width on this here is going to be, let's get that measured. Width up into that corner, it's about 4 feet at the widest part. It's measured at 3'10". It wasn't exactly to the widest part, so I would say about 4 feet in width. So that's the bed dimensions that you're dealing with. You have a spot here where you have this privacy curtain for the bed. Easily can fit 2 adults in this space. And then last couple things, you do have your tools for your manual awning outside and your stabilizers, and then outlets, USB ports right here in the corner, outlets there. And it does have USB Type-C connections. All of your lights will have dimmer switches on them. So your ceiling lights, they will have a dimmer switch. And then through here, you have all of this storage. So most people likely going to use this as some sort of clothing storage. And then you have a space in here for additional things if you want to put stuff in there. And up above, you have your shelf. Nice solid latch on that. Solid wood construction on everything in here. So even the interior of the drawers is a solid wood inside of there. 2 drawers that pull out. Nice slam latch mechanism on there where I don't even know if that's the proper term. It just kind of snaps closed on you. Just feels really nice and premium. Underneath here, this really surprised me, y'all. Take a look at this. You have an absolutely huge storage space underneath here that is hard to get a feel for right away because you do have this bin that you got to get out of the way here. But so you have this one storage bin underneath there, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. They gave you a storage bin. No, you have 2 more underneath there that look to be the same size and 2 more little storage bins underneath there. And this whole space underneath the bed is all storage. So you access it through this door. I have not found a way to lift the bed. You know what? Let's just go ahead and try that. Let's see if this bed does lift. Because I don't think I've given it a fair enough effort yet. Okay, the bed lifts, but the board underneath it does not. So I was correct in that. The board is secured down. So just a huge amount of storage space you have back behind here. Now this, I will admit, is a little, I almost wouldn't even use this because it's just this last bin. I'm glad they give it to you so you have it, but man, it's like a tight fit getting it in there sideways, and it seems like that's the only way it'll fit in there. Going to your dining table, you do have storage access underneath your dining table. See that there? Nice cloth furniture on this. And then you have your dining table that has a single leg on it, and then it's secured into the sidewall, so this can drop down, make into an additional sleeping surface when you need it. These are usually right around 6 feet in length when you make it into a sleeping surface. And that gets us to the price right here. Now, Airstream dealers, they do not advertise a sales price online, so just the MSRP price here. But if you are interested in this RV, or any Airstream RV for that matter, or any RV in general, there's a link down below in the description or comments of my video where you can find exact location information and contact information to get more detailed pricing, and come in and take a look at them for yourself. Nice big windows along this side. You can see the way the shades work on here. I love these shades. Very responsive. It's a Dometic shade right here, and at least actually that might, maybe this one isn't Dometic. Poseidon. It's actually not. The other Airstreams we've looked at have been Dometic. This is Poseidon. I guess that's why you have the trident there. But you can see how they come down like so, and then they just latch into place down underneath there. So you'll have the blackout shades on your windows. Again, more storage spaces up here and your sound controls. Plus it has a USB port right here, so you could plug your phone in, leave it up there. And then these will be 2 open storage areas. Now look at this side, y'all. This is incredible. This kitchen space Wow, that's just so nice. So first of all, you're sitting here at your dining table. These are nice firm cushions too. They're not soft and squishy, which is nice. You have your TV right there so you can see the TV. It is pretty small. It's probably about a 24-inch screen TV. You have your refrigerator, and then, I mean, it just feels very spacious for this size trailer. I mean, this is something I could legitimately see myself spending, you know, multiple hours in without feeling like I'm stuck, especially if I'm just sitting here working or anything like that at the dining table. There's plenty of room to not feel like you're in a super enclosed space. I love that. You have a whiteboard here right when you walk in the door, some hooks, and a little additional storage space. This is going to be some storage here. Most people likely going to use that as some sort of pantry. Behind your TV, it does swivel out, so you can actually bring this TV out here. I don't know if there's, oh yeah, I always forget that's what this little thing right here is for. There we go. And then that breaks free, and you can, dang, that swivels out far. Oh, wow. Oh, that's actually pretty nice, y'all. Look at that. Okay, so you can see that from the bed or the TV, or not the TV, or the sofa. You can get that thing pretty close to you. I guess not sofa, dining table. But yeah, you can even see it from the bed. Go back into the bed, you could put it right there. Obviously, if you're laying back into the corner, that's not quite gonna work because you have a board right here. But if you're just sitting right here and wanna watch a movie, it's definitely possible. It feels a little far away, but the wide angle lens makes it, you know, appear a little bit further than it actually truly is. Love the styling on the sidewall here. This even has a texture to it. Like, it looks textured and it actually feels textured. So just really, really neat, different stuff than you typically see. Push this TV back in out of the way. This is the only downside to messing with this stuff when I'm here by myself. You know what? Let's set y'all up so you can see me struggle with this TV and see what it looks like. But I need my other hand to do this. So we're gonna push this back like that. There we go. And then you can secure that back in place. Sweet. And now this gives me a chance to show you my height here. 6'1" without my shoes on. Here you can see definitely feels about 6'4" to the AC. Gives me a good perspective too. I might have told you I was 6'5" maybe. So 6'4" is what it said online. With that, you do have a speaker up here as well, right above your head. And then you can see up here, I mean, plenty of ceiling height. On my tiptoes, my head doesn't even touch. So real comfortable in this space. And let's turn you back around. Got your refrigerator in here. This is a 12-volt refrigerator. It does have a freezer portion in it. Has magnets in it so that door stays up on its own, and it does have an ice tray that it'll come with. Also has a light in here so you can see what you're doing. Windows here along your kitchen side. Look at all this kitchen countertop space. Lots of countertop space there. 3 pull-out drawers. You have your silverware divider. Again, all solid wood interior construction on these drawers. Very nice. And then you have a 4th one down along the bottom that is just a little pocket that will open up. Heat is ran through your cabinetry. You can see you have a little spot there for your feet to tuck into just a little bit, so you get a little bit more floor space. You have a 2-burner gas stove. It is a Suburban gas stove. You have your solar controller right here. You have your tank levels right there, and then more storage up above. Microwave down here, and this is a standard RV microwave. Nothing crazy with that. No oven in here, so if you know you need an oven, what most people will usually do with something like this is they'll cook outside if they need to do something that involves more than just the burner or that. And I guess if you need something that requires an oven, you just don't have it in this camper option. So hopefully you can live with that. I know that wouldn't bother me all that much. Storage space down underneath here. Let's get this camera recentered. There we go. And you can see your storage space down there with a spot for a trash can. You have a dual basin sink here. You see the covers for the sink. They're basically like a plastic cover right there, but do have the little cut in to fit that nicely. And it is a dual basin stainless steel sink. Window along the back. Pull down blackout shade on that window. And just feels really comfortable in this space because of how tall the ceilings are. Another max air vent fan up above this space, so that's 2 now. Also speaker right up above your head there. And then that brings us to the bathroom. And this is a really good sized bathroom. You have a rod here right when you open this door. It does have a little opening right there, just so you know, so that allows air to kind of flow in and out of this space. Going back through here, your toilet is elevated. Now this is interesting because it really essentially is giving you like a squatty potty type of setup. And let me see if I can kind of show you some perspective on what this bathroom space looks like in here. You know what, let's flip you around. And okay. So you can see when I come back into this toilet right here, it's a little interesting with it being elevated because you are gonna sit up high. You can see my knees are not even at a 90-degree angle. But if you put your feet up here, it's kind of like giving you a natural squatty potty. So I don't know. It's kind of interesting. If you're short though, your feet are not going to even reach the ground potentially. So probably under like 5'6", you might start to struggle with that. But nonetheless, you saw there was plenty of shoulder space here for me. Definitely didn't struggle with that. And then you have your sink here. It is a stainless steel sink into the bathroom. So you have that stainless steel sink. Medicine cabinet up here has a little latch to hold that mirror in place. Move that out of the way and let that secure back. Spot here to hold a towel. Tankless on-demand water heater controls. And stainless steel sink. It's not like a super big sink or anything, but definitely gets the job done. Outlet there. Window in here. Of course, you have the privacy shade on the window. And then a couple lights up here in the ceiling. Starts to round down as you go towards the back, but ceiling height in here is still great. No restrictions there. Now as we turn back around, you're gonna come to the shower, where with your shower you have this flexible shower curtain, so not gonna hurt if you bump your elbows into it or anything. It's a nice 2-piece fiberglass shower. So you can see it's all fiberglass through here. Really nice look on that, nice construction. You have a seat in the back corner. Most people likely will have to sit down because the shower height in here at its tallest point is about 6 feet, maybe 6'1". Probably about 6 feet because I do have to scrunch my head over just a little bit when I'm standing in the shower. Nice spot here to put all your soaps. This is actually a drain plug because if you plug this drain here, it is going to give you about an 8 to 10 inch deep tub to soak things in that space. So that is really nice. You have an adjustable height on the shower head, although you can't really do it because of the way this is configured. So it's just up close right there, and there's not really enough headroom for that to move around. And then you have this clothing line right here where it attaches over on this wall to give you a spot to hang clothes or towels in this space. And overall, it's a pretty comfortable space. Oh, and then just another difference here with the Airstream. I mean, look at this, y'all. Not only do you get a seat, but it actually like snaps into place. You know, it's not just like a flimsy thing that's sitting here. It's actually secured in and actually well done. Storage underneath the sink and a spot for your toilet paper there on the door. And then that is just about everything, y'all. So I feel like this camper just has everything that you need and is such good quality, will last a heck of a long time. The only problem I could even see with people buying an RV like this is they might feel the need to upgrade at some point in the future if it's just not enough space for them or they have a family that expands or something like that. But other than that, I mean, this camper should last 20, 30 years if you take care of it well, maybe even longer, and going to be towable by so many different vehicles. Want to touch on the AC real quick because this AC is going to be a dump down AC, so it can just come out of all 4 sides of this AC unit, and then you can close these up if you want to really pinpoint where the air is flowing. And that is pretty much everything on the inside. So let's go take a look outside. Right away, notice you have a grab handle right here going outside. Open this up. I mean, just such a nice latch on that even. You watch those like car ASMR videos and people close the car doors and see the different quality. I mean, that's just rock solid right there. See your different locks on here on the door. And as we come up front, we'll start up on the front end. It is going to have the appearance that it has 30-pound propane bottles, but it's actually 2 20-pound propane bottles underneath this spot with the ability to add 30-pound propane bottles if you would like, but just 20 pounds underneath there. Does have a lithium battery package on this unit at this price, so that is an optional package, and it also has solar on the roof. So that's gonna have 2 lithium batteries underneath there. You have your protection on your windows up front. So these here are a second layer on the window that is going to protect these from any rock damage, and these can be removed to clean your windows when needed. You have a manual awning over the top, very easy to use. Actually, in fact, it's all free right now, so you can see right here. Just reach up, grab this, and you pull it down like so. It also has a metal cover for the awning. So you can see how that metal cover goes over the top. And then that gives me a chance to show you the roof up here. You can see your solar panels up on the roof. And it does have an aluminum roof structure up there that should be white. I can't see it, but you can. And it should be a white aluminum roof structure up there that helps also reflect sun. You have a 225/75 R15 Goodyear tire, aluminum wheel. And then if we get underneath here, let's see, we do have, it looks like open tanks underneath there. I haven't really stuck my head underneath there. Or no, it's just aluminum pieces there that kind of keeps everything enclosed. Let's go back over here and look underneath here. Oh yeah, it's all aluminum structures down underneath there. So everything up above that aluminum structure looks good. Coming along this way, you do have your outlet there, and then your furnace. That's gonna be the exhaust for the furnace. Along the back, you have a backup camera already installed. So backup camera right there, and your storage space here underneath the back portion of this kitchen. Sorry, camera, there we go. Get that camera moving. Your latches on the exterior, they do latch shut like so, so they essentially are weatherproof. They're gonna have that weather lining there, and that latching is going to prevent any moisture from getting into that spot. Freshwater tank fill. And then come along your non-camp side. This is going to be for a TV connection. Black and gray tank dump valves right here. It has this really cool smart plug on it, so it doesn't have any twist locking to it. It just uses these two clamps right here and is much more efficient as far as just how easy it is to plug in and unplug than the twist locking one. Doesn't put as much pressure on the pins, and also has a much bigger surface area for those electrical connections on it. So pretty cool. So far all the 2024 Airstreams have that. Black tank flush valve and your city water connection to hook up to a water source at a campsite. Outdoor shower, hot and cold water. That's your tankless water heater, furnace exhaust, or heater exhaust. I don't know why I threw furnace in there. And then it even looks like too, because this doesn't have covers to protect the aluminum on the outside here, these do have a film on them. You can see that film lining right there that's gonna help protect these corners from any debris or damage or anything like that. Power tongue jack up front. It has a level on the front and it has a light up there. And that is just about it, y'all. So again, if you are interested in this RV, there's a link down below in the description and comments of this video where you can find more information, location information, things like that. And I would love to help you out. So go down to that link down below. And until next time, live firmly unbound.